Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
It is still very much kind of, you know, you see the world ender box, you get your all out, you just kind of trade ult for ult, if you will. Sometimes you can just ult for ghost, depending on as well. But we shall no longer hypothesize. We shall jump straight into the rift for game one. Dway flashed, but he didn't flash away. I'm going to stop myself from, or stop the immediate pull-up, but that's first blood. And, you know, we talked about this state
that are so intertwined with each other in terms of how they play, how aggressive and potent the duo is. It's great to see Angel following Xiaofang around the map.
Cube getting this World Ender out pretty much for free every single time is kind of insane. They will lose it. They may look for a dive after the fact because they have got the ultimate from Xiaofang. The wave will come in, and now Cube going to try and maybe tank this one up first. No, it will be the Vi, but they get all the damage in. And the Talia, but Xiaofang has tanked a little bit too much.
Underneath his tower, but it shows you how undiveable this champion is, especially since it's a farming Nautilus. You get the items, you're a little bit more tanky, you've got that extra ammo, that extra HP. Xiaofang is just checking. He's just checking.
Yeah, he's checking, but he's going to be checking out because that is just
he checked
not
a little
the
too
position
hard.
you need to be in. I mean, this has kind of been our issue with Xiaofang. Looking to try and maybe accelerate this top side just a little bit. Xiaofang now coming in. The dive is hard. This is Hacker and Decade, but they have got another Demolish proc, and that's what they're trying to go for here. They will be able to get a fair bit of damage, but not all of it just yet. There goes the tower. Maybe a fight after the fact. That's a two-man CC as they get the ultimate down onto Decade. Another one onto him, but he's just getting poked away little by little. Avo flashes because he knows he was going to get taken out there by the Q3 of Decade.
Has to try and find these flanks. Decade is going to have to try and find these flanks because I don't think anyone will have the damage to take down Cube or bot lane. They're going to take another tower. They have 3 members towards the bot. Sorry, 4 members towards the bot side of the map. And
just the Ari kind of moving in. PP God will drop down a ward here just before walking into what could be potentially a really bad spot, but then says, okay, maybe we can go for a fight. The flick back is decent. They get the knock up as well. Hacker trying to flash away, but he's being followed to the depths of hell and beyond. As if Tamia Wall actually kind of stops Dway from really joining in on this fight. They will turn straight back around on the Decade, who just gets flicked in on top of the rock. You can't really take this fight right now, but he's getting a lot of healing. There's no healing reduction just yet. As Abel picks that kill up, OMG get themselves 2.
To try and stop this siege and this Rift Herald in the end. You know, we're talking about how much time are you spending on it versus how much investment and return. There is no return for this Nami.
Nope, no return. Well, the return back to base in the gray screen, but yeah, like of that pressure in mid lane, especially if you wanted to try and just, you know, kind of confirm the kill. But yeah, Angel gonna walk away. Gonna get his ult out there. Did not know exactly where everybody was, and rightfully so, he backs away from this, knowing the rest of his team was bot side.
I'm pretty sure Yokai forced Angel's flash in the top lane because I'm seeing no ultimate on Yokai. Doggo. Oh,
Doggo is dead. Unfortunately, the Doggo gets put down, and that's a unfortunate setup for the side of Ultra Prime. And yeah, this is just becoming a little bit of a slow burn as we see a good flash in the replay. There's 2 very good wards here for the side of Ultra Prime. They know this is going down, and maybe OMG want to turn and burn for the fight. They are going to look for a TP comes in. The tidal wave is good to try and keep Hacker alive. He's so tanky. He will have to get out with his life just about, but immediately, Doggo, you have walked too close to the sun and you will be burned. Finally, the tree gets taken down as well. And that's going to be a 2 for none. As you can see now, Angel looking for a little bit of a 1v1. The charm lands onto Xiaofang to keep that a 1v1. And OMG get themselves another 2 kills. They're chasing back on the Decade, who just really hasn't got many places to go. They are going to try and get the Q over the wall to make sure they can kill him off. But yeah, he's being corralled on all sides. He will fall as soon as they get their hands onto him.
Instant TP down the bot lane from Yokai as well to try and get some pressure on the map, trying to get something on the map. It's going to be that bot lane tier 1, but it won't matter because OMG, what a great team fight, taking 3 down with them and the Baron as well.
You know, with the Black Cleaver as second item, so it's just not something you're really going to have them for there now. And now with OMG, with this Baron buff, this is where you get to take towers down. This is where it becomes so difficult to wave clear because, you know, the Orb of Deception is not going to be able to do enough to kind of take them down. You're going to need a Lucian in one or the other lane. He's not going to be able to cover them all. Yeah, you can see it there. Xiaofang just takes an entire culling.
Last stand of the set of Ultra Prime as OMG have pushed 2 waves towards that base. Going to be bot lane now. Top mid lane is going to crash as well. They're gonna have to somehow defend that. Now, if you look at the tops of the map, Hacker does have a pretty good angle right there, but by the time he's there, the tower has already gone down, and I don't think there's anything they can do right here to defend.
Yeah, there's going to be a hook there onto the Ahri as they try and turn back on the PP God. He is taking a lot of damage, but the healing and the shielding is so good. Finally, he gets taken out, and Shoutman goes a little too deep as well. It's a 2-for-none trade in favor of Ultra Prime. But is it too little, too late? They fall forward with the charm, lands down onto the Senna, and the Senna's dead as well. That's 3 kills, maybe even a 4th if they want to go for it. Hacker, though, going to put his life on the line, but now the Cassante can do Cassante things. Going into the all-out, they'll even put down the wall to say, Decade, you are not going anywhere. And it is the solo laners of OMG that respawns to Ultra Prime and get their prize of that mid inhibitor.
Oof, you mean it's the solo laners from OMG that bail them out of are going to be their downfall?
Big time. They will take out the last of what we call the standing golds as they look to take down this turret. There's going to be a wall, but and unfortunately for Yukai, just because of the pure amount of health that Cube has built for himself, that little bit of Hacker. Oh, Hacker, it's not going to mean anything. He'll just give over his life, but and it won't lead to an objective because there is none to take. But yeah, little things like that are played.
We all know that when there's more than one flanks, it's not a flank anymore because you can very easily get turned onto. Now for OMG, they have the numbers.
This is the same play. It's literally identical. How does Hacker not learn that this is going to happen? Now they can follow forward, knowing that the Maokai is dead. Jue gets taken down on the back of that side of that one. This could just be game right here, right now.
Absolutely, 5 members of OMG. Doggo has to run for the heals run.
Oh, that charm was great, but not good enough to keep him there. Yukai and Decade will be left to try and defend the base, but I think it's all but done. I think that the bait around the Baron was enough, and I think OMG will start themselves off with a 1-0, and they will even pick up maybe 1 or 2 small kills at the end. But at the end of the day, they needed a 2-0. They've taken 1 good step towards it as they go 1-up in this series.
He does do favor a lot of these melee champions, so Brom is going to be triple value here.
Brom getting a hell of a lot of value, especially with that Glacial Fish, just kind of separating fights, slowing down things like the Zeri and the Tristana from those far. And unfortunately for us in this first series, it is going to be a slow kind of... It is going to be kind of, as you're absolutely right, you know, kind of utilizing the fact that you have got Yukai pushing in on top of this, you know, kind of Tristana. We will see a flash in, trying to get the CC down. Ooh. Decade, though, it's been caught out and will be killed off. Tower isn't really going to be in range here. Yukai is around here with Hacker, but they've already lost the little bit of CC they kind of had to start this one off. Now a Q lands, Hacker goes in, Shoutbang jumping straight back, but Shoutbang goes a little too close and ends up getting caught out. Angel just a little bit too far.
Almost back up and available, and they want to contest that one. Jue's back on full HP. Doggo's going to get forced out.
Yeah, they get the Maokai ultimate out. There's going to be the Spiraling Despair as well. A little bit quicker than Doggo. And that's where the game gets a little bit harder and harder every single time. As we can see now, they're jumping onto Jue. And Gust of Blows come in. They even lock down with a little bit of the Glacial Fissure. Flash forward, but they've got the Chakrams. And Jue completely miscalibrates that. But now Doggo goes aggressive and gets the trade back. A 1-for-1 on the bot side. Lane just becomes a free tower. So that Rift Herald really does need to get 2 towers or even a tower and a half, to be perfectly frank, to make sure this is worth it. Because giving all that free farm, giving all that free gold, this would have been sold point for OMG. They haven't got Shoutfang anywhere near this, so this should just be a confirmed dragon going over to the side of Ultra Prime. They will get it with
more creative in terms of how they want to execute their front to back, because it's not a very clear-cut front to back for them.
Oh, they're diving the Renekton, but it's not going exactly exceptionally well. They will tank up a little bit more, trying to see if Decade can go for something here. They're still tanking, and Decade's still going. One more Ottawa. Ooh, not quite enough to go for it. They will get themselves the kill and the tower on bot side.
Team fights and execution, and who has the easier way of executing team fights? I'm definitely going to give you self-execution. They definitely have that one.
Such a caveat as well. I'm just like, you know, I thought it was like, have they been clean? So having utilized so much of the Zeri for the moment, they are going to push themselves right back in onto this Baron. It goes down fairly quickly. You don't have time to be messing around here at the side of OMG. Shoutfang's still available to go in on top of this one here. 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. They're looking for it. Not taken away. That's going to be secured there for Ultra Prime to kill off the Lee Sin off the back end of that as well. They jump straight onto the Aphelios, and he is still alive. What was that damage? Now Hui can do all the Hui things in the world. Decade flashes away, but he's fallen right back over over by the big old crocodile. Yukai looking to get in range of Angel. He flashes in to try and catch him out. They get the heal. No way do they stop him from getting it. Braum says, stand behind me. You will not be faltering on this. PP God.
Staying just about on the edge of these teamfights, pumping damage. 5 or 6k coming in from that wave, but also major.
There for Abel. He picked it up second. Normally we see that, you know, kind of immediately going into the LDR, but no, he decided, I need to be able to survive should I get jumped on just like that. And that is exactly what's kept him alive. The extra shielding, the massive amount of healing he got just in.
This time they know what they have drafted for. They have drafted for the early game, the late game, and the early game has looked very clean. They haven't given much opportunities, but Cupid have given one here.
He's getting taken out. His GA has already been popped. Now, though, can they get him out? In fact, that's the real big play as they look to try and go for it. Cube goes back in, though, and the damage is fantastic. He found the Zeri. Cube with the hero play. Dying Breath gets the kill. That is massive now.
Like, pay your respect, because it helped Cube tremendously here. Dying while
Angel and Abel have theirs. Already this poke becoming a little bit abhorrent way. Hex flashes over the wall. Decade looking for a bit of a flank as well. The Elder gets reset and back down to about 6,000 HP. Now it's looking like a little bit of a smite fight. You do not have an ultimate on Hacker. He cannot stop them there. The Moonlight Vigil does decent damage, and that's the Nautilus down already. The kick brings Yukai right to the front door. Decade will not be able to do anything else. Doggo will run away to try and kite this one out, but he's almost certainly going to go down after the fact. He will take out the Renekton, but the Elder finishes him off. OMG.
6-2-2 on Abel, onto that Aphelios. Angel again with a fantastic performance in the mid lane. Game 1 and Game 2. What a great showing right here from Angel. We said it's gonna have to come down to these individual members from OMG. Angel